Okay, so we're here again with the Chronic Man podcast, and I've got a very special guest here. We've got Angel. Angel, how are you, mate?
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
I thought I'd just take this opportunity to to hijack Angel because he said he was free today tomorrow. So I thought, good, I'll grab him. And because it's so hard for us to find time in our time zones or schedules to get together and have a chat. But Angel's the mastermind behind the Herohammer Fanzine. So Angel, I'll give you the mic, mate. You just tell us all about yourself and how all this started.
Wow. Well, I remember painting some Masters of the Universe. You know these toys. You remember, but I remember buying. My father and my parents bought me a plaster of Paris toys that were from Masters of the Universe. They were latex molds. You put the plaster on Paris and then you paint it with acrylics. And I think it was like 7 years old or like that. And then it starts for everything. And then I made some airplanes, these big airplanes that are balsa wood and paper, and then model planes made from plastic. Everything. I remember putting the decals with glue. Well, it's very, very confusing, but when I really click, my head was role-playing games and LED miniatures. I started with Dungeons and Dragons miniatures from Radpartha. I remember it's. I have here this. It was set with 10 miniatures, and I started to paint this and never stopped. Then I remember I cannot achieve this kind of painting style. I can do it better. I only painted with base color everything, and I didn't know how to do it better. And one day in a press, it's like a small place where you can buy the newspaper and some gummies, and it's a kind of everything is inside this store. There was the #1 white dwarf from Spain. So then I got hooked on Warhammer, and the rest is history. Everything, orc and goblins, I loved it. Elder, it was like a big shock for me.
Wonderful, mate. That's awesome. Yeah, because I think when we first got to know each other a little bit, you sent me a lot of images of your orc and goblins that you had painted when you were much younger, like when fourth edition was around, and they're just stunning, mate. Do you have any pictures of those at all?
From this period, maybe I'm looking from the first years. I think maybe. Okay, let me check. Yeah, this one. Do you see it? Do you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This one. I don't know if you see the. I don't know how to. Okay, this one was my first Wolf Rider that I painted, and this was in '95. Then I painted this in 2000, and the rest 5 years ago. So, I'm very slow painting guy. So this is really from those years. And I know I have these are later. I painted also later, but I don't know if I have some. No, I don't have. I don't have a this one also from '96 when Warhammer Quest came out. I painted this one. Yes, yeah, I painted. I saw it, I bought it, and then I painted. Yeah, it was another time when you bought something and you paint it right from the blister. Yeah. Now I buy stuff and goes to the folder or a box or something like that and never gets painted.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's really sad, but sometimes is for me now. I'm thinking I have a lot of things to choose and I can't paint whatever I want when I want. So it's a way of thinking.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think the banners especially were one of the highlights for me of your Orc and Goblins. How clean and smooth and so well detailed they were. And I definitely commented on your banners, and I think you sort of showed us how you did your banners, the process of making a banner.
Yeah. I don't know if I have some pictures. I think I posted something, but I almost do it the same way as you do. It's only paper. I choose parchment paper because it's thicker and has some texture, and maybe paint gets better and don't makes the paper too brittle or thin.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have these pictures, but it's almost the same process as the process that is in the wait a minute. The process that is in this book.
Right. Yeah.
I follow it from the beginning. So
yeah, nice man.
Okay, I draw, I paint a lot of in paper, so my skills of painting in paper and drawing maybe make it easier for me. So, but is the part that I less like, I don't like is making banners and shields. Yeah, it's like, oh, I still have to do the shields. Oh, I still have to do the banners. I enjoyed the skin. I enjoyed the trousers or the jackets or the mail or the weapons. Oh, but the shield is the last thing, and it's always a torture for me. So I'm thinking on doing first the shields next time, so it's done and I only have to paint the miniatures. So
that's a good way. Yeah. But the process, like you say, is kind of like, like if anybody could paint a banner, it would be just using paper or parchment paper, drawing out your design. Do you use a varnish before you paint over it?
Yes, I varnish the paper because I learned at fine arts when I was in the university that you have to prepare almost everything to paint on. Even if you paint on a wall or if you paint on canvas, on paper, board, everything needs to be prepared in a way. So paint works better, and don't, how do you say in English, when you paint on paper, the water can make the fiber of the paper
absorbs into the paper and
and destroy the paper. So the better way to do is prepare your paper every time. I prepared, for example, the cover of the magazine. I did a gesso, a homemade gesso I found on YouTube, because paper doesn't support this acrylics very good, and I don't want it to paint on canvas because it has a lot of texture. I was used to paint in watercolors, but I wanted to do it with acrylics to test myself and do it like all days and all illustrations from old whiteboards and games workshops. So always prepare. And the banners, I prepare them with a varnish, matte varnish, or if you have gloss varnish, it works also, because paper absorbs the shinings, so it don't shine and you can paint better. If you have pencil, the pencil doesn't gets blurry. If you sometimes I draw the banner, ink the banner, and varnish after the ink. So I paint on top, and I can follow the ink, the lines better. And if I decide to cover them, I know where is the limit of everything, and I don't erase the ink or blurry the ink, so it doesn't mix everything up. So it's nice to have this. I'm looking for some older minis to see my evolution.
Well, I see a woven in the background, a confrontation woven.
Yeah, it's like everything. I started everything, and when for example, the woven, I started because I wanted to paint some skin and try this style of bases. So, oh yeah, it's cool, I can do it. So next I will try another thing. So I have a lot of unfinished projects. Yes. Yeah, I also have, oh, here is, this is I'm repainting now my first miniature I painted. This is one of the miniatures from the Dungeons and Dragons set. I don't have a picture of how it was painted before, and now I'm repainting it because I feel nostalgic about it. Yeah. I also have this from '94. Look.
Yeah.
My Scarnies that I painted also almost 20 years ago or more. Yeah, it's here you have an evolution of this. I painted maybe 99. Then this, no, it was the other way. This was first, then this one, and this last one. And all my bases always are very different, sometimes brown, sometimes green. It's really like a chaotic way of painting. And come from, okay, this also I come from mini. And also I wanted to try some skin, and I tried the skin and didn't finish. Yeah, it's my way of working. Do lots of stuff and finish nothing.
Well, you finished those
So
Wolf Riders, huh? You finished the Goblin Wolf Riders, so well done on
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm really happy because I'm finishing some stuff, and if I look all I've painted, I'm really happy because I have a lot of stuff finished, but sometimes I would like to be faster, no? So I can't have all, for example, all the dwarves that I have still to do painted. My orc and goblins is never complete, so it will never be finished. But I would like to finish a new unit or like that. But for me, it's really difficult. Yeah. I'm a very slow painter. When I'm painting, I'm enjoying it. I don't have rush, so I'm really slow. And the only time I've been very fast has been with the Crown of the Common challenge that I have to leave because I have a lot of work to do and couldn't do it. But this was a very good way of finishing things, and I recommend everyone to join a challenge because gets you involved and want to paint it. And also gaming. I miss a lot gaming. I began to game Age of Sigmar when it came, and I painted a lot of Age of Sigmar stuff because I was playing it. Then I lose the energy and painted slowly again. So I think gaming and some kind of challenge with your friends or community makes you paint faster.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's one big motivator. Gaming for sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
challenges are another good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And even I have my
Ooh.
high elf scheme for the future when I decide to paint. Yes.
Very
I
cool.
also painted Felix and Godrex. These were from '94 when they came out also already. There were times I bought a blister, I opened the blister, I prepared the minis, and I paint the minis. Done. These were good times, you know. It was very fast. Yeah,
it's lovely.
I love. Yeah, I love to paint for role-playing games also because you can paint from this is I think it's from Grenadier models, and also this one. Yeah. This was my first Space Marine I painted. I didn't know it was a librarian, so I painted red because I like it. I remember painting every single cable from the backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah. And these are Age of Sigmar stuff that I painted when it came out, and that's all I painted, with maybe something else, but I didn't take it pictures, so that's it.
I see you got some Blood Bowl orcs in there as well, yeah?
Yeah. This is from the third edition box. Also, only painted this orc and made a conversion and nothing else more from the box. I painted an elf. These are some elves from my Blood Bowl team. It's the only team I have full painted. Lovely. So, well, something is better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, got to make a start somewhere. Yeah.
So that's it. It's how I started. Then gaming in other editions wasn't for me. I played 6th edition Well, I started with 4th edition and Warhammer Rogue Trader, because there was a Spanish translation in Rogue Trader. And then I played 2nd edition and 4th and 5th from Warhammer. But when 6th came, every one of my friends stopped playing because they thought they was very different and you have to take too many minutes to play. So we started playing Mordheim. We made a lot of leagues from Blood Bowl, and then it came down everything. So we left playing everything, and I didn't play until 8th edition from Warhammer. And when I played with a friend, and on the first turn, I blew his cannon with my stone thrower. So I said, that's it. It's too easy. It's because you hadn't to estimate. You only say, I want to, yeah, and it's too easy.
I actually hated that rule. I remember playing 8th edition for the first time. I thought this is absolute rubbish, because the guy who was playing, I was playing against, had like a Skaven army, and I don't know what it was. That he was targeting, but he made up these templates, and he drew the graphs on there for the base sizes, and he would just like lay them on top of my units. Like there's no guesstimation, was nothing. Like he just put them down. Okay, I can hit so many guys, and that was it. Like I thought, this is terrible. I love that part of the game.
Yeah, yes, because I think I enjoy the game in a different way. Maybe there are some of my friends enjoy it also that way, that you're not gaming to win or to lose. You're gaming just for the fact of gaming, to see your miniatures on the table, to talk with your friends, and seeing those miniatures and the scenery makes you happy. And if you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. And you use the rules because the rules are there to make you enjoy the game. No, the rules are there to use them to win. So I love the game just for the game. No, I'm not worried about combinations. I'm not worried about if this unit is useful or not. I like it. Is good looking. I like to paint them. I like to put there, and orcs and goblins are really fun. So that's what I enjoy of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well said, mate. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, totally. So that's it about my game. So last year I met your channel and the Crown of the Common podcast. I think I saw your YouTube painting Game of Thrones, maybe.
Oh yeah. That's how I started. Basically, my channel started before that. It wasn't called the Chronic Command. It was called Section 9 Studios, and that's how.
Section 9. Yeah. And saw your style, and I like it. And then I saw that you start painting some and showing some old Hammer stuff and Herohammer stuff. So I think, I love all of these. I really want to paint again all these minis. So it began, and we started to send us stuff. And by the way, we have where is he? Dwarves. Yes, we have this to give to the Crown of Common Challenge. So
the beautiful paint job.
It ends on September. or
I think September.
August?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
August. Yeah.
Okay. So we
You
have
think
to.
you think I would know that, wouldn't you? But I don't. It's around. It's around that time. Yeah. It's around.
Yeah. So people can win
Yeah. It's
this
an amazing
miniature.
paint job, mate. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I love dwarves and orc and goblins. I love the orc and goblins and dwarf battle report was my favorite battle report. Yeah. It's dwarves and what I like it a lot of this battle report from dwarves is that almost every unit was made of unique dwarfs. So you can see that a unit hasn't repeated models, maybe some models, but only 2 in the whole army or like this. I loved that dwarves had such an amount of different miniatures. It was really awesome.
Yeah, I've
I
got a
love it.
feeling Ali Morrison, when he designed all those, he just loved it so much he just couldn't stop. That's kind of feeling about how he did it, and he just kept making more and more and more and more of them. And thankfully for that, because they're absolutely, I think they're the best range of models. Period. Like I think they're my dream army. So and for you too, I think in hell. So they look absolutely beautiful, man.
Yeah, these the troll slayers. This is from Perry. I think it's Michael. Oh, no, I can't remember.
Yeah, Michael Perry, I believe.
Michael, but where are they? Marauder dwarves are the best. I think this is Citadel.
Yeah.
And this is older one.
That's a Citadel dwarf as well.
Yeah. But Marauder are very characterful dwarves. I think dwarves are these are a dwarf for me is this, not everything that came after that are very too heavy armored and too baroque and maybe too Lord of the Rings movies inspired with straight lines, not round shapes. Everything is too geometric. So, and serious. No, these are more fun dwarves and fun orcs and fun elves. Everything was fun.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I agree. Like I like the aesthetic of those particular dwarves in particular. It's because of their big heads and big beards, and you don't see much else of the model. But they've got such great character to them. Well, okay, so this is
Chariot, also painted long ago. And the other game I enjoyed a lot, but I only played like 4 times and painted nothing about this game, was Chronopia and Warzone. They were like around 96, 97. And they changed my mind about how to play a game, because you play it I think the game wasn't I go, you go. It was one unit for me, then one unit from you, this was like this. And it was a lot of reaction of what you do, and the minis were really awesome. Chunky, but awesome. Yeah. I never painted anything, so the other day I found I have a lot of this stuff, so I decided to prime the minis, because lead gets corrupt with the years. I didn't know that. So the better way to preserve them is print them. So I'm beginning to print all my lead miniatures as fast as I can.
Yeah, they might get lead rot, which I heard.
Yeah. And even
I have not encountered it.
Yeah, and even can be depending on where you live. Here in Spain is hot, so can be not melted, but can be squashed a little. So
really? Huh.
yeah. Has to be really hot, and and you have to put them in a really hot place, so it's really difficult. But I don't know, I painted this, but I painted this year. Yeah.
Oh, these are Chrono. Sorry, there's a Warzone, are they? Sorry.
Warzone, yes. Warzone second edition, maybe. Yes. And I painted before I started the painting challenge. So I practice a batch painting with this.
Yep.
So I learned some stuff for the Trolls layer. So I have to do it faster, and I learned some couple of things that I tried with this. So I'm happy.
Nice. I would like to see it actually played, like the first edition or second edition of the game, because I knew it was a thing. Obviously, it was very popular during the 90s as an alternative.
Yeah, because it was really different from Warhammer, because it was I take a unit and I take one model and I do 3 actions with that model. The 3 action I want to do, you can do is whatever. You can move 3 times. You can move, shoot, and move. You can shoot. You can. Well, there were a lot of actions to do. So you do 3 actions with one mini. You end and pass to the other mini. And when you end with all the unit, the enemy goes with a 1 unit and do it the same.
Right.
So it was a less miniatures game. Well, Warhammer 2, Warhammer second edition, Warhammer 40k second edition was also few minis.
Yeah.
But you played Warzone with 20 minutes, no more. So it was this kind of game. And 40k also was like this, and unless you had Imperial War, Tyranids, and Orcs, it was a hell of a nightmare having miniatures. But now, Orcs, I saw a battle 4 years ago, with all the table was almost half of the table was full of Orcs. But literally half of the table, there was no space. So I was thinking, oh, how you play that?
Yeah.
And I've noticed also that tables are getting smaller, because 4th edition and 3rd edition from Warhammer Fantasy was played on a 8x4. Then 6th edition came with 6x4. And now when you go on a workshop store, they play all the games on a 4x4. So every time it's getting crowded and it's no tactics, no, it's only push miniatures, throw some dice. That is fun, but not. I don't know what to explain that. It's like it's like throwing your miniatures to the opponent, and the ones that get down are dead, and the ones that stands are alive. The one that has the more stand wins. It's like
might as well get like a bag of marbles and just throw marbles at them.
Yeah.
Like we used to do in the sand pits as we were kids, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun, basically. But yeah, when you talk about Chronopia and this Warzone, I saw that when I was in the UK in 94, 95, in the Orcs Nest. It's a store in London.
I know it. I every time I go to London, I go to the Orc Nest. Every time. Yeah, I've been 3 times, and all the times I go and see this store. Yeah. I love it because it has a lot of things different things, and had this brand of paints that is called miniature paints, I think. There are glass pots, and here in Spain were very famous, and then they disappeared from Spain. No one distributes. So every time I went to all the Ornest, I bought paint like a crazy man. It was really fun.
Yeah. No, that's great. I'm glad it's still around. You know, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I just remember picking up the Chronopia book, looking through it,
Mm-hmm.
through the pages, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. And like I saw the artwork, it was like Adrian Smith, all the old art from Games Workshop when they got, you know, basically you know, were out of favor when they changed editions or whatever. But yeah, they all moved on to new things, and Kev Adams designed a lot of the miniatures for that, and of course for Chronopia, for Warzone too. A lot of the Warzone he designed as well.
Yeah. I think for Warzone did a lot of Dark Legion stuff. All the demons and mutants and a lot. Yeah, Kev Adams. I love all this his work. I love all the nightmare miniatures that he's making for Diego.
Yeah.
I bought all the orcs, all the goblins. I never painted one. I'm a miserable man. I have to paint at least one. I also
at least
have
one. Yeah,
at least one. I also have orcs, big faces orcs that Kev made for other world miniatures.
Yep.
And hobgoblins also, and of course nothing painted. But well, at least I have them. Yes.
Yeah.
So we can talk about the Herohammer
Please,
fanzine if you like.
Yep.
Yes.
Just to remind everybody too that Angel, you painted this front cover, just in case anybody didn't know. You talked about it a little bit before when you talked about the gesso and you made it and you primed your paper and that kind of thing. Yeah, Angel actually painted this, which is really, it just blew us away, because I knew you were working on it and you had some sketched work in progress shots, but we just didn't know what the end result would be, and we're just all blown away when we saw it. So yeah, I just want to say, mate, it's just honestly, it's absolutely stunning, and I think this should be, because people ask me, I said, where's this artwork from? Because I can't recognize it from an old white dwarf or whatever. And I said, no, it's actually original art. Angel's painted it, and so they're really impressed by it.
Yeah, maybe I sometimes think that people it makes me proud that people think is an official art that from the 90s. Maybe, but so people goes like, oh, it's a art from 90s, so I don't ask if this is done for the fanzine. So I always put, this art was made for the town. So yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, I made some sketches, and okay, there's kind of rough sketches, what I want to do, where I want to put what, and then I made some closer studies of the characters, some Gracier, and then I put them. Okay, hey, don't freeze now, please. Okay, and I draw it on paper. I draw it first. Then when it was drawn, I prepared the paper with gesso, so you can paint over the pencil without blurring the pencil or mixing pencil with paints and this, and make some first tones and started to paint, and it was really fun. And I'm starting to doing some sketches for the not next issue, because Dr. the Viking get Galapalo involved in doing some orc covers, because he did all the orc art for Nightmare Miniatures.
Wow.
So he's from Spain, so he asked me, Dr. the Viking told me that he wanted to do a cover. So we get in touch, we talk, and he told me that he's doing some stuff. So I hope it would be really good, because I know I don't have any example here, but we can find something really fast.
This is news to me. I didn't know that, so that's excellent.
Yeah, it was last week, so it's been really new. Oh, Google, I know. Google, it's showing me Galapagos. I don't know. I don't want Galapagos. Galapalo.
Well, if anybody's familiar with Nightmare Miniatures, they'll probably recognize his artwork from various campaigns that Diego's put on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Through his Facebook groups and that kind of thing. So they'll be quite familiar with his style. If not, they soon will be, because it looks like it's going to be the cover of issue 3 of the
Great. I can find. I only find black and white stuff.
Well, that's okay, Angel. Let's leave it for the 3rd edition. Let's leave it as a nicer prize for people, because you know, I actually don't want to see it, because I just want to see it like finished on the cover and be really impressed when that time. Which we should say that we're talking about issue 2, but issue 3 is already underway and it's in production now. So okay, mate. So take it away. Let's look at issue 2.
Okay. So when I saw this old middle hammer and hero hammer stuff, and I was very excited about it, and I thought, why don't we make all those articles that are we talking about, and community pictures in a old way style. So put it on a magazine, and a digital magazine, and if everyone wants to print it, they can print it. And I sent to you this mock-up cover from like it was a real magazine, and then everyone got excited and we started. You find a lot of people that are really good people. Dr. the Viking and Marcel are like creative tornadoes. They have a lot of ideas. Always. I'm always looking at another one.
I call them Tasmanian devils now.
We have to stop of doing. Sometimes we can put everything on.
Put the brakes on.
Because I wanted not only because if we do this everything like this one and the previous with 90 pages, we can get burned very quickly, because it's a long time process, because we don't work with that. We have our jobs, our lives, and this is more like a hobby. I enjoy it because it's really fun doing this kind of design. I'm learning through the process. It forced me to paint a cover that I never painted a cover like that. I painted some watercolors from museums. I painted ink and pen stuff, but 20 years ago. This has been one of my dreams come true.
Mate,
So
I've got to say,
painted.
it's amazing, mate. It's incredible. I just didn't think you could. When I first saw the initial pictures, I thought, oh, it looks pretty good. But then when I saw the final picture, I thought, wow, it just blew everybody away, mate. Honestly, we thought it was like anybody would be convinced that it was an official artwork, like a Jeff Taylor or Dave Gallagher artwork, mate. Honestly.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
stunning.
really happy.
I mean, look at the purple. Look at the hues and tones on that purple robe, and blues as well, and the reds. It's just stunning. Yeah, really well done.
Yeah, I tried to did it in a very 90s style, really, because nowadays they do it very realistic, very with a lot of dark colors and this kind of ambience, out of focus style. And with Photoshop is really easy to do, so you can blur the things, you can control C, so you can erase everything. I wanted to do it old style because we do it everything old style. Look at these cottages from Ted. Everything is homemade. That's something that I wanted to share with everyone, that everyone is still doing stuff by himself, and they don't need to buy every thing or every scenery that are selling made it from MDF or card. Are great stuff, but there were times when you did it all by yourself, and it's more like a way of living. Do it your way, not okay, let's see, where is the TED? Not doing everything the same. Every scenery now is, every table is the same, because
Right.
you can buy your ruins, you can buy rivers, you can buy forests, you can buy everything.
Yeah.
And it is losing some creativity, and is losing some special way of doing things. You can see that these ogres are really different. The way now, if you see an Age of Sigmar or 40K or whatever game, Infinity, everything, everyone paints it the way it's supposed to be. And I don't know if I'm wrong, but in those days was more of a artistic expression. You do it because you like it. You could paint a pink. Also, you can paint a pink color, and don't paint it pink because you like it purple, or you like it yellow, or you like it because your imagination was more of a force. And look at this. This is great. I love it because he makes the game a story. He makes, I don't know, I wanted to do things like they were. Maybe that's why I proposed this, and I found you guys that are really, really great, because you have a lot of ideas. You are really well, I'm really going really fast.
Yeah.
And that's all. I love it. Sorry for my English because it's not really good.
It's perfect, mate. Don't worry about it, Angel. It's wonderful.
But yeah, I think we can show the community that things can be done in a different way, and maybe someday we can show this to young lads that wants to do stuff and can do it differently, can paint what they want and how they want, and make useful stuff, not stuff for buying stuff. So no, I don't know if I explain it well, but White Dwarf was a magazine for the hobbyist. It was also a magazine from Games Workshop trying to sell us every stuff, but had articles to do stuff. Now they only have articles to buy stuff. And I think this is a way to share with the community different ways of do stuff, and that they can still play with old editions. That is also a mystery why when a new edition comes, old editions are left in the closet, no more played. And I love that there are people doing this and playing, and we can show this on this magazine. So I'm really happy that you guys are helping me to came this through.
Mate, we'll help you as long as you want to keep doing it, Angel.
Yeah.
So we're very, very happy and privileged to be part of this team. Yeah, we've enjoyed every single moment of putting it together, and I think the response from the community has been so overwhelmingly positive that maybe we'll never stop.
Yeah. Maybe
we'll just continue until forever.
Yeah. I'm really glad that we decide to try to do less pages, because maybe this allows us to make more issues so people can get involved more. Because I think the first time we get a lot of response because was like a new thing. So everyone, oh, look at that, it's like all days, it's really good, it's well done. Okay, so everyone was happy. Then we did the next one and went 4 months apart, maybe 4 months apart. So people nowadays lose the hype very quickly.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be a victim of the days. So I don't want to be doing magazines every month or every week or like that. But maybe doing with less pages, more issues, people can enjoy more this, and well, we can expect more support and more collaboration, because I've received a lot of mails with I want to share this idea, I want to this. Is really awesome. And I'm putting this on the Trello that we share with all the work that we do. And I still have some mails to respond and to show you what they are sending to us, because they have really good ideas. I forgot his name, but the guy with the gnomes army sent me also an idea of making all the monsters from Warhammer having an attack table, like the giant.
Right.
And so
Cool.
it was an idea. Oh, it could be a house rule, like in Citadel Journal, that you had a lot of ideas. So it's really amazing how people are responding. I'm really happy.
Yeah, that's great, man.
So it keeps me wanting to make more stuff. I'm painting more covers, of course.
What?
And maybe next year all my house is full of illustrations.
Yeah.
Yes, because I frame it the cover.
Great.
And it feels so good to hang on the wall this cover. So I now I have to do more.
Excellent. Yeah. Very good. I'm happy about that. So now that issue 2's out, what kind of small little tidbits of information can we give about the next issue, do you think, Angel? What would you like to share?
Well, like our ogre in chief that can tell us is some kind of orcish theme. So expected, I hope, in October. Less pages, so it would be October theme, but not everything will be orc. So because you can lose interest in some stuff that people want to see or maybe read, but it will be centered on orcs.
Yeah. So we should have some 40k orcs second edition, so fantasy orc stuff in there. But we've got some other stuff like Blood Bowl, Man of War,
some Crown of Command challenge,
Epic Space Marine.
Yes, Space Marine. There is. I think that already we have too much stuff to make 60 pages. So I think we will have to rearrange everything. So the good news is that we can make 2 issues at the same time. And this can be released in time. And I don't want to say it loud because we don't know.
It could change. It could change. Happen. But
yes. Everything
they're
change.
The ideas. We've got a mixing pot at the moment in the Trello. But I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good thing to do. We sort of stepped back and sort of, decided that the 90-page limit was really nice for the people who are reading it, but for the people who are making it, it can put
really hard,
necessary pressure on people to produce that amount of work, especially for yourself doing all the layout and graphic design, and for the proofreaders and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, proofreading is really hard. So Jagoda and Gert are doing this, and reading 90 pages, looking for mistakes can be really hard. And I know, we proofreading each article by separated, but copy and paste can be misleading to A or a Z in the text, or when you show it again, you can see new mistakes. So 90 pages is too much. And everyone has to do jobs in their lives, family stuff. So if we make it too long, we can lose strength. And doing it, it's like like painting banners and shields. When I have to paint the banners, I'm too tired. Yes, I'm too tired that I don't want to paint more. I don't want to lay it more. Yeah, so 60 pages is really good.
Yeah, I think that's a nice.
And the other thing that worries about worries me about the fanzine is GW policies that are really changing again, and maybe it's only for animation and films and this kind of stuff because they are launching Warhammer Plus.
Yeah.
So we are out of this, but maybe we can try to change some stuff. We have some art collaborators. You paint a lot of ink and pen, pencil drawings. So we can start a new era of doing our drawings, art, everything from us, nothing related with, except the theme. So
even though I must hold my hand and say I did blatantly copy every single drawing from something.
yeah.
Whether it be, you know, like Stephen Tappan or Adrian Smith or whatever it might be. Yeah, I did copy them. But yeah, we're trying to make our own database of artwork that we can have on hand, much like the way that Games Workshop did. They sort of, you know, reproduced a lot of the same artwork in various issues of White Dwarfs and in their army books and what have you. We're going to do the same thing and just sort of build up a really nice big storage space of art, our own art, so we're not sort of stepping on anybody's toes. And we're looking at the redesign of some of the logos we're using for either the titles of art of the articles and that kind of thing, so we're not infringing on any typography from Games Workshop itself. Just trying to cover our butts basically so we don't get any trouble and not forced to close and close up shop, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to share his art and want to draw stuff and wants to show to the world, can send us whatever they want, because we already had some drawings from I can't remember his name. I'm really bad at names, but okay, from Christian. Yeah, Christian sent us a Chaos Warrior that is in the battle report, if I can remember. Yes, it's in the battle report. That is like okay. Oh no. Oh, I went too fast. I went too fast. Okay, this one.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, he sent this. So it's a good way of showing people's art and what they like about the hobby, because some people don't like paint miniatures, but like a lot to make drawings or like a lot to make scenery, and they can send us whatever they want. We can read it, we can discuss it, we can see if the pictures are good, because I'm a pain in the ass with this. Because I would love to see this printed. If someone wants to print it, the pictures needs to be good pictures. So yeah. And we have a golden hammer competition, painting competition, that I've been sent 4 entries.
Nice. Okay.
So we have entries. Yes.
Very good.
I'm putting all together so I can show you guys. So everyone interested, please send us miniatures, because everyone can join this challenge or this competition. and maybe we can think about a price or like that. Like that would be fun to make a price.
Wonderful, mate. Hopefully that'll be like a yearly thing. Every year we can do the golden hammer.
Yeah, would be great. Yeah, and if the only thing here it's difficult is that we live really apart from each other, but would be really nice to attend to bring all your lead or this kind of stuff and make a Herohammer a stand or something like that would be great.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, man. That's our dream. We're gonna do. It's gonna happen. I know it will. I know. So it's just a matter of time, mate. Give it a couple of years. Give it a couple of years, 2-3 years, and we're gonna be there for sure.
Yeah. Yes. So that's it. One thing I would like to say is if anyone wants to ask for content, so maybe please could you make an article about painting this, because I don't understand this technique. I know that YouTube is full of videos. I know that there are a lot of big artists, but maybe we can find a way to do things that satisfies better the hobbyist. Because when I see a video, I always see a miniature like this, blurry way, painting something, and maybe we can, in a magazine, you can see picture by picture of some of techniques, and you can explain with words something that with images is contradictory, because normally with images you can see things better, but I've learned to paint with words and images, and I think that videos now are only use this color, put the shadow, use this color, and use this color. There are no techniques explained. Maybe some better painters do it, but in a messy way, you can see it very well. Maybe we can find, for instance, or I'm wrong and it is not useful, but please can you explain how to make I don't know, but whatever you want to see in our magazine, please contact us on Herohammer fanzine gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yeah. So we can make things for the community, because it's all about that, doing things for the community, and so more people can enjoy this kind of Warhammer style.
Excellent. Okay, Angel. Well, thank you very much again, mate, for taking your time
Thanks to you
today to come and talk to us about it, because it's been a very rare opportunity for me to come and talk to you, even though we know each other for a while now, but
also for me,
never spoken in person. So well, virtually that is, but it's been really good to talk to you and to get an idea of how you got into the hobby and where it's taken you, and the fruits of your labor, mate, with the Herohammer magazine. So we would like to thank you for the opportunity, for being part of it, and for the people who have been a witness to reading the magazine itself, and hopefully printing out their own copy and having it all binded up and sent to them, which I have. I have a copy of the first edition, and it's absolutely stunning, I've got to say.
Yeah, me too. I have to order my second issue, soon.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Got to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's been great. It's been a great experience for however long it's going to take us, and on this journey. But we've enjoyed every single moment of it. Okay, mate. So look, take care. Go enjoy a movie with your son this afternoon. And cheers, mate. It's been really good.
Cheers.
Okay, take care.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you.